a war going on. The books can't escape from the team. Call the morning steam. It's time to break, run for cover. That's gonna cover. That's gonna cash. Then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice or might play a parlay. It's the morning steam. What? Ramon Scott. Sports money. What? Wake your ass up and let's get to the money. Get to the money. You know how we do it.
All right, a pleasant good morning to you coming from the sports betting capital of the world, Las Vegas. This is Ramon Scott, and welcome to the Morning Steam Show here for Saturday, July 5th. Hope everyone had a safe holiday. Guess you're here. You made it. So we'll talk sports and sports betting here today for a Saturday. We're underway at the All England Club, or resuming play anyway, a short time ago after a little bit of we've gotten away without much rain here in the first week of play at Wimbledon. We had those hot temperatures certainly, but action here just about ready to wrap it up here, I think, with Mira Andreeva and Haley Baptiste. Andreeva on top here. Baptiste would have to mount a rally and a big comeback, but we're just starting to get some results probably in here during the show. And also watching Sinner and Martinez here. Looks like Martinez is clearly not 100% here in this match. So Sinner will be able to handle his business there. All right. Thanks for joining me here on the show. Let's talk about what's going on today here. We'll preview Major League Baseball. Also 2 games in the WNBA here today. And let me get going here with make sure we don't miss anything. There we go. And FIFA Club World Cup as well today. There's some golf. There's some Major League Soccer as well. So thanks for joining me here on the show. We'll say hello to some folks in the chat and then have our previews for today. Cash Kane is here today. And Damon Waring, hello. Here's Gorky, likes Krakova here against Navarro today. Robert McCormick says good morning. Gorky, he's on Collins here today. He's on the BC Lions. He's got the Tigers and the Giants on the money line. Thank you to Gorky. And here's Andrew K. Thank you for being here. C. James as well. Jermaine is here. Thank you, you guys. Appreciate that. Hey, I've got my tennis action still to go here in some of the matches, so let me get that out of the way. Oh, hello to Richard Lockhart real quick. Yep, let's see. Detroit Moneyline, Pittsburgh, and Seattle. And an outs prop there. Hi, Richard. Nice to have you. I've got some more picks here today in tennis as well for matches. I gotta tell you, my card was all about the ladies today. I've had 5 plays that I sent out here. We do have a final just in, and it is a winner and a cover for me over at winnable.com. I have scored on the board here already with Samsonova. Samsonova wins over Kasatkina, and we did say lay the 4 games with Samsonova over at winnable.com. So hopefully you're with me on board here as we try to bring home some winners here this morning. And you can check me out over at winnable.com/Ramon. Get my remaining picks here. I think we're almost all underway here with my picks, actually. So I will have more picks to come in Major League Baseball today, and also Major League Soccer tonight as well. So check me out there over at winnable.com/Ramon. This is how you support me here on the channel. Keep me coming back every day. If you don't want me coming back, don't go subscribe, and then I'll be gone. Okay, let's see here as we watch some of the action here, just wrapping up. Looks like Andreeva will be serving for the match. Baptiste scored a couple of games here in the match right now. Also, Towson and Rybakina in a close one here in the first set. They're in a tie break right now. And Jessica Bustos Monero looks like she'll be able to bring this one home as well for me over there at winnable.com. We just said take Bustos Monero plus 3.5 games. I mean, she's already clinched that, so that's going to be a winner as well against Jastrzemska. Right now, she's heading for the upset here. Jastrzemska would need a massive comeback right now, as JBM is going to pull off the upset here at $1 plus $1.60 or better. It looks like as JBM is going to get the win there for me. But that's not over yet. We're not putting it down just yet. But you could have been with me. And hey, I cleaned it up also after what was I thinking with my Australian rules picks on Friday's action. Well, we scored here. Well, we were actually 1-1 in AFL, but we did go 2-0 in NRL last night. Hopefully you're on board with me in the NRL. We had St. George plus there, and we also had North Queensland Cowboys plus the points, and we took those home last night in the NRL. So we may have lost Dan and Smythe. They might have given up on the season there a little bit with us, but you know what? I got us covered for the NRL. All right. Hey, we got a little bit here of breaking news. Not big breaking news, but let's see here. I want to pass this along to you here right now as the Texas Rangers have made a pitching change for today. It will be Patrick Corbin Day after all here. I think officially right now is what we're looking at. Patrick Corbin will be the starter tonight for the Rangers against the Padres. We're just seeing that come in right now. And some steam here. I'll get back to the screen here because I know how y'all love to see me. Here we go. There we go. Also, let me do it here. Winnable.com/Ramon. It'll come right up on your screen, and you can support me. You can support Mikey as well. I've converted him to the Winnable process. It is a very good streamlined way to get these sports money, premium pick selections your way. And we branded it together, Mikey and I, a little bit, and Jeff as well. So when you go to winnable.com/Ramon, it comes up looking all smooth, and we put them all together with our sports money package. So you see right there, it's got the handicapper name. Join us over here at Team Sports Money. But you can get the plays there for $19.95 a month, just like that. And that's 56 cents a day when you use the promo code STEAM at checkout. And you'll get plays packages from me every day. Also, some free winners over there as well. That's where I sent out the AFL last night, so you could have been on board with these free VIP selections. I did go 3-1 on those overnight plays. All right, a little bit of steam has just rolled in. Let's pass it along to you. The New York Mets are taking some steam here this morning in the matchup against the Yankees. They were plus $1.30 or so, it looks like, in their game today with the Mets. They're down to $1.20 here at the sharpest books and also at DraftKings. So move here to the Mets this morning with Montas on the mound against Carlos Rodon. All right, I'll say hello to yet a few more folks here today, and then we'll get started on that show. All right, who else is here? And let's see, Cliff Floyd, nice to see you there. Textiles, hello, and thank you for stopping by. And Jermaine said, no, I think there's plenty of men's matches. I was just saying, Jermaine, that my picks were all on the ladies' side today. I had 5 premiums on the sports money premiums with 4 ladies' picks. And, well, my men's pick is a late match, so it's still to come. But I think that all my ladies' matches on my card were underway, I think. You had mentioned the couple matches there, and yeah, all my ladies' matches had already started. I'm on Bencic there, but that one's going to be close. I mean, it's going to go to a third set in that one. Also, I'm on Rybakina, but she is struggling against Towson. Lost the first set just moments ago. And Andriva has just wrapped it up here against Haley Baptiste. All right. And let's see here. Gorky, I know some more. He likes Real Madrid in the matchup against Dortmund. He likes them to win by a goal and a half today. Jermaine's got some plays here with my man Mickey Moniak. He's got Torkelson. He's got Barger time, and he's got Witt Jr. on his runs, hits, and RBIs. And Real Madrid Doge says said take it, take the Padres, take the Twins. He said it. Randall Sheffield, great to see you. Thank you for your support of the Sports Money Network and my show here. Old E, good morning and hello. And also C. James, he says, what do you think the sharp books are out there, Ramon? A lot of people do refer to Pinnacle as one of the sharpest books. I don't know if BetOnline necessarily qualifies, but I'm not an expert on that, C. James. But everyone says, Pinnacle with their large limits to and catering to professional bettors, often referred to as a sharp book. Domestically here, Circa Sports, often referred to as a sharp book here in the United States and in Vegas. All right, use that promo code STEAM. There we go, and save 20% off those packages today. And I'll be sending out my sports money picks as Andriva on the mic here, following her victory to advance here at Wimbledon. All right. A few more here. Flea Mathis is here today. And we were here, Flea, with a good holiday yesterday. All right. Guess we can start the show a little bit or see what else we can talk about with today's action. We do have some golf today as well. There is some PFL coming up. We had the card from the Middle East, North Africa yesterday, and there'll be a little bit of fighting out there today as well. All right, I think I'm ready to go here and talk about the recap here real quick with our action last night. We did do pretty well for sure. Let's take a look at some of the winners here. We were almost able to claim some wins all the way around, but let's see what you got here for today. Okay, I had in baseball, Boston and Washington yesterday. We did have the total over with our sports money premium winner yesterday in that one, as I said, go over with Boston and Washington in that 11-2 win for the Red Sox early. Also, another winner here with that was a Tony's Picks premium over there yesterday. Won that one over at Tony's. We went 4-2 in baseball. Also, we did have the over at Tony's Picks in the Cincinnati-Philadelphia game in that 9-6 win for the Reds. We did give out the Reds here on the show yesterday as our morning steam winner. Also, we had the Cubs as our morning steam winner yesterday over St. Louis as a favorite, but they got it done big time, 11-3. Also had that as our sports money premium on the over. I had a lot of overs yesterday. And look at the runs that came in there in some of the games, right? Also, we have the sports money premium winner, Yankees and Mets game to go over. And it did in the 6-5 win over the Mets, or over the Yankees, Mets over the Yankees. We had the Mets here on the show as our pick, so double winner there. Also, morning steam winner, Tampa Bay and Minnesota game to go under in that 4-3 walk-off win for Minnesota. For a team that doesn't have great hitting, the Minnesota Twins, they have tied for a league high 6 walk-off wins for the Twins this season. Also, we had another winner over there at Tony's Picks with our high roller premiums with Texas and San Diego game to go under in the 3-2 win for the Padres. We went with the Padres here on the show yesterday as a winner. Also, we had morning steam winner, Angels on the run line yesterday against Toronto. Toronto won it 4-3. We got there with our run line win with the Angels. Also had the winner over at Tony's Picks in the match between Milwaukee and Miami. We said take Milwaukee, and they got it done there for our another winner over at Tony's Picks. Morning steam winner yesterday was Detroit over Cleveland in that 2-1 win. We said take Reese Olson and the Tigers yesterday here on the show. Also, we did go with yesterday on the morning steam under in Baltimore, Atlanta with Morton and Strider, and did it ever in the 3-2 win. We also had a premium pick winner here with the sports money premiums with the Orioles on the run line. But man, they didn't need it. They won 3-2, but we had the winner there. Also, yesterday, we did have the winner here on the show with the White Sox. They felt maybe a little public as a road favorite against Colorado, but they got it done 3-2. The win there. We also touted that winner over on the Nuke the House channel the night before. But hopefully you caught me over on Cover the Spread with that winner yesterday. As I said, go under in the White Sox and Rockies game. So wherever I turned, I had some winners, it felt like. Also, winner here on the show yesterday, Kansas City and Arizona game to go over. Bubich over Rodriguez there. We said go over was 9-3. And late night, we did have the Athletics over the Giants as our pick here on the morning steam show yesterday. They rocked 11-2, crushed them there yesterday. All right. And one other winner we had with the sports money premiums was Chelsea over Palmeiras yesterday. We said take Chelsea, lay the half a goal, and they did get it done over Palmeiras yesterday at the FIFA Club World Cup. And tennis winners yesterday with the premium picks included Kasatkina over Pari yesterday and Rinderknecht over the Magic Man. All right, I think that's a look at some of the winners that I had yesterday. Seemed like a pretty good day for me. All right, let's say hello to a few more folks strolling in and start the show here with Andrew says, what is the pick at Wimbledon today? Hey, maybe I can come up with something here. I mean, some matches they're just about ready to fire up some more matches here in short order here. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take Alexandrova as my pick here on the show of the matches coming up. I believe this one probably goes off in maybe less than a half an hour. Depends what's going on with these matches. It'll probably be a little longer than that. But my pick here on the show is going to be Alexandrova here to win. Let me get that price. I'm going to, of course, play the game spread with Alexandrova here at -6 games over Zenep Sonmez there. I'm going to lay 6 games with Alexandrova over Sonmez as my morning steam play in tennis. But you got Gorky in there giving us a bunch of great winners. All right. But you asked for it. Tony, hello. And Jermaine, he's got Dimitrov and Offner over 39.5 games. Good morning to Lando as well. Jim Duweiger, hello there. Tony had maybe got there with a little bit of winner, a little bit. And Jim, we're thinking about the families affected in that awful tragedy in Texas. Boy, that was a heartbreaker. And Robert likes Sonego today in the matchup against, I got it here. Make sure I get it right against Nakashima. Thank you, Robert. And Jim said the Argos defense was a no-show. Oh, boy, were they ever. Hey, you know what? I got to tell you, I got to cover a little bit of the CFL. How come I didn't cover the recap there? I did give out the winner. Now, I know I went Toronto yesterday, mistake, but I did give out the happy hour winner there yesterday in the game between Hamilton and Toronto. We said go over in that game, and boy, did it ever go over yesterday. But I got to tell you, how about my man? I don't know if I can do it or not here, but I've got to show you my man with a big game there yesterday. Let me see if I can bring this up. Young man that I cover, I want to say, young man, he's a veteran now, but how about my man here, Isaiah Woodson yesterday with the big game. Now, look, I did say on the happy hour show yesterday, I said, look, you got to look out for Lawler in this game. Lawler is probably going to score 2 touchdowns. He scored 3 touchdowns. But another star was my man, Isaiah Wood. Now, I whipped up a little story last night over from my high school website. But because of my man Woodson, he had a big game with those kick returns there yesterday. I don't know if I can even play the video, but just wanted to show. I did a little write a story on my man. He's already had one return this season, but Isaiah Woodson, that's my man from the same high school as I went to. Great job there by Woody and the Ticats. Get the win. The move was right. The move was correct. I was incorrect to go with Toronto. Why would I go against my man Woody? All right. That covers it. Let's go to, I think, the show here today and get started. I don't know what other sports you want to cover here necessarily, but hey, there is the golf action too as well here today. And right now, leading the tournament into the weekend here is Doug Gim, the Gim Reaper. What you gonna do about Gim? And he's got a 1-stroke lead over Campbell and Griot and Homa and Lipsky. It's wide open. I don't think anything's certain there. A little bit of steam coming in right now. Game between Baltimore and Atlanta. Steam to the under just moments ago at under 9.5. And right now we're showing the total in the Baltimore-Atlanta game dipping to 9/20. Definitely a move here to the under. Baltimore and Atlanta here on Saturday. Also, moments ago, there was a WNBA steam on the under between the Sparks and the Fever. Make sure you check out the WNBA show that I produce over at the Tony's Picks YouTube channel. We previewed the 2 WNBA games yesterday with my buddies Ron and Justin. So please check that out as well. While we were coming on the air, there was also some steam on the Pittsburgh Pirates in their game here today with Seattle, or I should say tonight. Pittsburgh was plus $1.60, but they are down here now to $1.45 or so. Steam on Pittsburgh and Burrows against Castillo there. All right. Are we ready to go finally? Let's get to the action here in Major League Baseball with a full card today and start it off with our early action at 2 p.m. Eastern and 11 Pacific time, or shortly after the hour there, with Tampa Bay taking on Minnesota. Taj Bradley on the mound here for Tampa Bay. I don't know if we even have Minnesota officially yet with their pitcher, but Gillespie is expected to be on the mound here, and you have Tampa Bay favored at minus $1.25, and the total here is 9.5. Now, this is where because of the injury to Bailey Ober, this is where it feels like maybe the Twins bullpen or the Twins rotation or pitching staff is just starting to get a little bit short here. Paddock had to kind of move up there, I think, and pitch in the game. Was it yesterday, right? And did a good job. But now you have Gillespie. We've seen him in the majors before, but again, this is a little bit thin, it feels like, for Minnesota going up against a team like Tampa Bay right now, certainly mired in the chase there in the American League East, just one game behind Toronto, currently tied with the Yankees. Tampa Bay, 9 games over 500. Minnesota, 6 games under 500 right now. There's a definite bit of a gap between these teams. So what do you have here in this one today with Tampa Bay taking on Minnesota? You got Bradley here at 4.79 ERA, 1.30 WHIP, 278 BABIP. He is 5-6, and we'll see how Minnesota approaches it today. But let's see. With the picks here, we've got the picks coming in from the chat. It's going to be Cash Kane says Rays money line and under. Tony says give me the over in this one, and Lando is also on the Rays. I'm on the Rays as my pick here on the show. Give the Twins credit because of yesterday's game. They were able to get it done 4-3 in that walk-off. So I'm still going to take the Rays in this one. Cardinals and Cubs today here. We've got Liberatore on the mound here for the Cards and Drew Pomeranz for the Cubs. Couple left-handers in this one for Liberatore. He is 6-6 and 3.7 ERA, 1.15 WHIP, 299 BABIP. He's up against Pomeranz here, and for Pomeranz, 26 appearances, 2 starts, so we know where the Cubs are going here with this one. They'll have to piece it together today, and you might as well. You see the total there, and that's not even right. I mean, it's 11 under 20. You saw yesterday the Cubs, a franchise that's been around for 1 billion years, hit a record-setting amount of home runs. Let me update the line. It said 120 there. The Cubs are up to $1.55 here. It does seem like it's getting a little bit gaudy here, a little bit out of control almost today. With this one, man, it's gone up. Jeez, it's gone up big time here. Expecting the Cubs. Maybe because they just smashed it yesterday and hit all those home runs, 8 home runs in the 11-3 win. That's a lot of solo home runs yesterday, though, for the Cubs. Still at $1.55, it certainly does feel uncomfortable. I like the Cubs, but I didn't know they were going to go up to $1.55 here overnight. Let's see what you guys want to do now. I'm kind of hesitant here. Like this favorite, but I don't know if I like them this much. Let's see what you guys have here. I don't know if I can get off the Cubs here at this point today. Man, $1.55. I better check the injuries. Now, we know the wind is blowing out. We know it's going to be a crazy game, it looks like, here today. That's for sure. Let's get the exact – I don't even know if we need to look at the exact weather conditions, but, I mean, that's part of what we saw yesterday with the home runs, and when you see a total of 11, Cubs got a pretty strong offense, but let's get real here. We know why it looks like this right now. The wind is blowing out to left field, 12 miles an hour. Temperatures in the high 80s here today. Let's go. A lot of comments here. Also, steam coming in right now on the Atlanta Braves. We just talked about that total, and the Braves were $1.25, but now they're up to $1.35 or higher here. The Braves are getting steamed right now. They're up to $1.47 at Bovada, $1.47 at DraftKings. So at least a 15-cent move here on the Braves with Bummer on the mound against Kramer. Okay, here come the picks from the chat in the game between the Cards and the Cubs. Here we go. All right, it's going to start. Blue was on the Rays. Thank you, Blue. Here's the Blue on the Cubs. Real Madrid doses the Rays all day in that one. Jermaine went with the over here. He might have went over in the, I don't know which game. They both have high totals. This one has a really high total. Lando says Cubs and Suzuki to hit a homer. 9 Legacy is here, says Tampa Bay Rays, money line. St. Louis Cardinals, money line. Goops took the over. Here's Tony says Cubs and over in this one. Terrell says, give me Liberatore and the Cards here today. Cliff Floyd, hello. Nice to see you. Says, just got to take the over. The ball's going to be going out. Probably one of those crazy scores today. Cardinals run line. And let's see here. Braves, why are the Braves getting steamed, says Jermaine. What have they done to deserve getting steamed today from the Sharps, huh? And also, here's Andrew K. with the Cards. You know what I forgot to mention today is the NBA Summer League getting underway today, and I'll have a pick for you here before we get off, before the games start today. I've got one pick so far in the Summer League, and then we'll see what else we do. But I know I have one to go already here. I've talked about it on a couple shows, and it's kind of moved a little bit, but all right. Hey, in this one, I got to make a call here. Hey, look, I'm sorry. I'm going to take the Cubs. I know that it did just go to $1.55, and it's a pretty high price. I don't blame you if you want to try the dog here in a game that's going to have a lot of volatility. But before I got on the show, I was planning on taking the Cubs, and hey, you can still get them at $1.40 at. Well, it's circa, they're dollars, practically $1.60 right now at Bovada, so it's gone up pretty high. But I'm taking the Cubs here today. All right, that's a high line, man, but I'm gonna take them. Okay, next up. The Angels are on the road taking on the Blue Jays. You got Kohanowitz going in this one up against Max Scherzer here. And you got another big favorite, huh? With Toronto. Man, Toronto's up to $1.95 right now. I know they're on a roll, but right now, $1.95 here at Bovada. Total massive move here for Toronto. Hey, they're on fire. We know it. I don't know. Pretty wild, though, if you ask me, at this price here. Kohanowitz, 5.44 ERAs, 3-8. But the Angels are 8-9 when Kohanowitz is on the mound. He's got a 1.55 whip and a 3.11 BABIP. For Scherzer here, no record so far in his 3 starts. 4.85 ERA, 1.15 whip. 250 batting average against for Max here, but I don't know. It feels like to me the line is helping me make my decision. It feels like in this one today, let me go to the chat, but I'm not. I don't think I can get on board with a blowout here right now at this time. Go to the chat, see what you got, but hey, the Angels, they're still pretty competitive right now. They've lost 9 of their last 11 games against Toronto. They've lost 5 straight games here in Toronto. Toronto's got a 6-game winning streak, so I can't find much supporting trends here. All I can tell you is that Toronto got steamed big time, and here we go. We got some comments from the chat. Thomas went over in that Cubs game as well. I know where a lot of people are going over, and makes great sense too. I mean, it's already up to 11. Wow. Jays and over for Tony. Here's Cash Kane going over here. Blue Jays team total over. Andrew says Jays are hot, but maybe the price has turned him off a little bit. Lando says over and O'Hop to hit a home run. And 9 Legacy here says Blue Jays on the run line. You know, Toronto won yesterday's game, right? But it was still just 4-3. And, well, right now, I mean, at this price, it's not. I can't do it. I just can't back Toronto here as hot as they've been. I'm going to have to take the Angels here plus a run and a half at minus $1.25. Just too big of a price increase here for Toronto. They're looking great, but the Angels, they've been hanging in there, right? 500 team right now. Terrell's going to take his Jays team total over, though. Hey, check me out over at the Cover the Spread channel here on YouTube. I was on with the guys, and we previewed the game between the Angels and Toronto, and I might have another pick over there for you if you go check out the Cover the Spread show. Do some pretty nice views on that show, don't we? Well over, man, some of them get up to 2,000 views. I'm famous on YouTube, thanks to you guys. All right, next up, the Reds are taking on the Phillies. Here you've got Lodolo. Going to get Lodolo today, going up against Mr. Ranger Suarez in this one. Phillies a pretty big favorite, actually, here right now at $1.75. And the total has gone up big time here, or at least a half a run, it feels like, to 9 under 20. In this one, let's take a look at the matchup here between these two with Lodolo on the mound for the Reds. Lodolo comes in with a 3.52 ERA, 1.15 whip, 246 batting average against here in this one. For Suarez, he's 7-2 coming in to this one with a 2.0 ERA, 1.0 whip, 209 batting average against. These two pitchers are a combined 8 and 17 to the under so far this season. See what you guys have here, but for Cincinnati, they have won 4 out of the last 6 games against Philadelphia coming in, but Philadelphia still won 8 of their last 11 at home. Philadelphia probably going to be pretty popular on the run line today, but let's see what the real price is here currently, or let's see what you guys have. Reds have gone over in 8 of their last 11 on the road. 4 of the last 5 meetings between these two teams in Philadelphia have gone over, but Philadelphia has gone under in 8 of their last 11 games overall. So we better go to the chat for this one and see what you have. All right, Andrew missed the first 2 games like he was at the refrigerator when I took Tampa Bay and I took the Cubs, despite that ridiculous line. All right, here we go. First 5 over for Thomas. I think, that might be in the Cubs game there. Here's Andrew on the Phillies here. And also, Real Madrid Doge says Phillies on the run line to beat up these Reds here a little bit. Are the Phillies, back to their winning ways here? Shannon Moore, good morning. Nice to see you here. Lando says first 5 under. Blue is on the Phillies. Cash Kane, Phillies first 5. He's also on the under. Tony Cobb says Philadelphia and under in the first 5. Blue has a nerfy here in this one between Cincinnati and Philadelphia. Man, it's gone up there big time to 9, huh? In that game? Okay. Well, give me the under in this one with Cincinnati and Philadelphia. I might be using my premium here, but I might be a little stumped right now at that because, you're going to have to lay the run line. I do see plenty of support here for Philadelphia. Professional handicappers appear to be on Philadelphia run line as well today. Shannon's on the Philadelphia money line at least here. And 9 Legacy says Cincinnati run line. Yeah, Cincinnati run line because of that big price maybe today. But Suarez has been good. Lodolo, I'd have to put Lodolo in the, doing a decent job category. How's that? So a couple left-handers today in that one. Let's move on to Boston on the road, taking on the Nationals with Buehler on the mound going up against Mitchell Parker here. Parker, interestingly enough, I mean, he keeps you in these games. For Buehler here, 6.45 ERA, 1.58 whip, 307 the BABIP. Mitchell Parker, 5-8 record, 4.63 ERA, 250 batting average against. But I wouldn't be so quick to think that this is going to be some slugfest, although the total is up to 10. Let me fix that here. I'm sure maybe it will be, but I'm not. I don't know if I'd be willing to go over here. I know the pitching numbers are bad, but okay, let's see here. Call it 115 and 10 under 15 maybe here right now for this one. There we go. And then see what you like here with these two. You got Boston here having lost 8 of their last 12 games coming in, but Washington's lost 13. 13 of their last 20, that's what it is. Washington's gone over in 7 straight. Boston's gone over in 5 of their last 7, although 5 of the last 7 meetings between these two teams have gone under. Boston has lost 5 of their last 6 games on the road. Here is Nationals for Real Madrid Doge. Goop says the Nets. And Jim says we need a quality start here one of these days from Buehler. Here's Nationals run line and over for Cash Kane. The Nationals money line also for Cash Kane. Blues on the over here. Lando says Washington first 5 and Walker over on his outs prop, on his walks prop here. And Andrew says take the Nats. Tony says Boston and Nationals over. Nats team total over. A lot of interesting picks in this game from you guys. Here's Terrell says Nats team total over. One piece of steam coming in here real quick. Texas and San Diego game total under being steamed. We did get the news that Patrick Corbin is starting today for Texas in a pitching change, and that total is down to 8 flat right now. Padres actually are about $1.25 now that Corbin is in there against Kolek. So the readjusted line has it there about 10 cents cheaper. All right. We got an upset in tennis as Flavio Caboli, the $1.50 underdog, beats Jakub Mensik today. Caboli advances here at Wimbledon. All right. I'm gonna get my pick in here, and I'm on the Red Sox today here on the road over Washington. Next up, the Brewers are taking on the Marlins with Chad Patrick here on the road. A favorite against the Marlins. The Brewers are $1.45 or so. Total 8.5 for the most part. I have it listed there slightly to the under, but it seems about accurate. In fact, we'll just say 8.5 under. We'll say 8.5. Better make it 8.5 here. Flat. Okay. For Chad Patrick, here in this one, he comes in with a 3-7 record, 3.51 ERA. The Brewers are 6-11 with Patrick on the mound. Still okay numbers, 258 batting average against, but a 326 BABIP here. But hey, the Brewers got the win over the Marlins yesterday. Cal Quantrill here, he's also 3-7, but the Marlins are 9-7 with him on the mound. 5.42 ERA, 284 batting average against. Feels like he gets some run support. But what do you have here in this one with the Brewers and the Marlins. You got a Brewers team right now that is coming in here having won 10 of their last 14 games overall, although the Marlins have won 6 of the last 9 games between the two teams here. Also, Miami has won 9 of their last 11. They're still pretty hot. Miami's gone over in 6 of their last 9. Milwaukee's gone over in 4 of their last 5. And 6 of the last 9 meetings between these two teams here in Miami have gone over. 4 of the last 6 overall over. But Marlins under in 8 of their last 9 at home. Let's see if we have your picks in this one with the Brewers and the Marlins here today. Comments are coming into the chat. And it's going to be, oh, hi, Thomas. He's got first inning over there. He's got a Yurfie there in the Reds game. And Goops is on the Marlins. Tony's on the Brewers. Blue likes the over. Andrew says Marlins on the run line in this one. Doge says Brew Crew money line. Quantrill will get lit. Shannon says take the Brewers. Not a big fan of Quantrill. Marlins first 5 for cash gain. Fernando is on the over here. And Blue likes the Marlins as well. All right, I think I'm headed to the total here in this one, and I'm going to take the under today with Milwaukee and Miami. The Yankees are taking on the Mets. We saw a good one yesterday, and today you've got Rodon on the mound here up against Frankie Montas. For the left-hander Rodon, he's 9-5 with a 2.95 ERA, 1.0 WHIP, 183. Batting average against Rodon. Very solid so far this season. Really good out there. For Frankie Montas, he's 0-1 in 2 starts with a 6 ERA, just getting his season rolling here a little bit. So not quite in form yet. But like I said, the steam came in on the Mets. It says $1.50 there, but it's probably closer to $1.40, maybe even a little lower here right now. The Mets were the ones that took the steam here. The total 9 under 15. I think it's just making a good enough discount maybe for me to consider the Yankees here. It's been a little bit of a rough stretch for New York so far, for sure. New York Yankees, they've lost 5 straight. They've actually lost 6 of the last 8 games to the Mets overall, but the Mets have still lost 14 of their last 20. They have won 5 of their last 6 at home. They've also beaten the Yankees in 7 of the last 8 meetings at home against the Yanks. So Yankees have gone over in 6 straight. Mets have gone over in 6 of their last 7 games coming into this one. But let's get the scoop from you guys here right now with the Yankees and the Mets today and see what you got. It's going to be Doge to start us off, and he says Yankees run line all day. And Cash Kane had the Yankees run line. Lando's on the Yankees on the money line. Andrew says, you got to take the Mets here. They'll screw it up. And let's see here. Terrell says Mets home run first inning yesterday was a winner. And Andrew said, Tony says Mets and Yankees game to go over. All right. I'm on the Yankees here, a little bit of a discount price. I'm going to try the Yanks on the road in this one. And get them down here to $1.40 or so. And I just think a pretty distinct advantage with the pitching today. The starting pitching. Okay, here we go. Orioles and Dean Kramer taking on the Braves and Bummer. Got the Braves here, $1.25. And, the Braves for $1.45, right? We talked about that steam that came in. Let's give the Braves their $1.45 here. And the total is 9. Feels like 9. So it's gone down big time. Man, this total has been dropping here big time this morning. Okay, well, I'm not sure why, but well, here we go. Orioles, Kramer, 7-7 record. 4.27 ERA, 1.28 whip, 301 batting average against. For Bummer here, he's making his first start, but 28 appearances and a 2.86 ERA so far. So opener here right now, and you do have, man, that is a big increase in price for a Braves team that they're no better than the Orioles, even though we pick on the Orioles a little bit. These teams have nearly identical records. The Braves just one game better than the Orioles so far this season. So whatever that steam is here, got to wonder why. You got the Orioles here having gone just, let's see here. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, the Braves, 1-4 for the Braves in their last 5 games overall. Steam came in here on the Braves and the under in this one. Atlanta's gone under in 4 of their last 5 games at home. Baltimore's gone under in 15 of their last 19 games on the road. All right. 5 of the last 7 meetings between these two teams have gone over when playing here in Atlanta. Let's go with the chat in this one. If I can find it here. Nasty Nate here today. Thank you, Nate, for being here. Tony was on the over there. Did I get that one in? I think I did. Okay. Andrew not liking what Boone's doing. Here we go. Yankees are in with Vegas, apparently. Andrew's on the Braves. Cash Kane's on the Orioles here. Goop's on Kramer. I took the Yankees, Andrew. All right, I guess that's it for this one. And man, that Braves price has really gone up. Man, I want to take the. I'll just take the Braves. I mean, I'm not getting good prices here. These turn into free plays. Maybe I was on some premiums, and well, if the price goes up, and I still like that team, I'm probably just going to give it out as my play on the show, and tone down the bet a little bit. I'm taking the Braves here in this one. The Royals are taking on the Diamondbacks with Michael Wacha going up here against Ryan Nelson. The Diamondbacks are favored here, $1.35. Total 9 under 15. It's gone up a little bit here on some widely reported steam this morning. For the Royals here, and Wacha comes in here with a 3.62 ERA, 1.25 whip, 256 batting average against. Wacha's 4-8. But the Royals are 8-9 with Wacha on the mound. For Ryan Nelson here, he's 4-2 with a 3.61 ERA. He's made 18 appearances and 8 starts, 195 batting average against, and a 235 BABIP. Seems like Nelson does have some pretty solid numbers for sure. The Royals here coming into this one. Underdog here. Let's go with the chat, see what you have. But
Steam playing.
Yeah, we knew some steam was coming in. Pirates and Mariners, that steam's coming in to the under right now. I see it. I saw it, and I was like, no steam here, but there it is. It was 7.5 in the game between Pittsburgh and Seattle, but right now it's down to 7 over. So move to the under here for sure between Pittsburgh and Seattle tonight. You could see that one coming, or I could anyway. All right. I think we got these picks here coming in for this one with Kansas City and Arizona. Here we go. Cash Kane is on the Diamondbacks. Jermaine says take Witt Jr. 3 for over 2.5 runs, hits, and RBIs. I think that's what it is right there. And Cash Kane, Royals first 5 here. Andrew's on KC, but Tony's on Arizona. Royals team total under for blue. And let's see here. Lando says Diamondbacks money line. Suarez to hit a home run. Some sort of delay here in the Towson-Rabakina match. I'm not sure what it is. And SF Niner maybe he's on Waka here. Also, Shannon Moore says take Nelson in his outs prop. All right. I think that might do it for this one here for you guys with the Royals and the Diamondbacks today. All right. I better make my call here in this one. I'm going over. Steam came in on the over. I was already thinking over, and, not getting the best price now at 9, but I'm taking it to go over. All right. Terrell says that. I think that's a better good price on Kansas City there. All right. Well, I think they're concerned about the conditions of the court and that maybe it's a little bit wet from the rain there. Okay, Tigers and Guardians now with Casey Mize on the mound here for Detroit and Logan Allen for the Guardians. Mize is 8-2 with a 2.86 ERA, 1.20 WHIP, 249 batting average against. For Allen here, he's 5-6 with a 4.27 ERA, a 1.48 WHIP, 272 batting average against. Here for Cleveland, coming into this one, they've lost 8 straight games right now. They've lost 5 straight at home. Starting to lose their place a little bit if they hadn't already. They're 12 games out of first place. They're actually in second place behind this awesome Detroit team right now, but not working out for any of the teams in the American League Central. Detroit's been awesome here, and I got to go under, I think, in this one between Detroit and Cleveland. Now, Detroit's been going over for sure, 6 of their last 7 on the road, but 4 of the last 5 meetings have gone under, and Cleveland's gone under in 4 of their last 5. Detroit's gone over in 14 of their last 19, but I'm going under here with Detroit and Cleveland. Cash Kane is on the Tigers, and Lando is on Detroit. Want to say hello to New Amsterdam, New York, coming to us from New Amsterdam, New York, I guess. Thank you, New Amsterdam. Nice to see you in the chat. Appreciate that. And also a member. Okay, here, Andrew's on the Tigers. Tony's on the Tigers as well. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, and they're favored. That's the only thing for me. I'll probably find a way to be on them here. The price is down to $1.25 at some of the sharp books, so I may be able to find a way on to a premium side here. Let's move on and go to the Astros taking on the Dodgers here with notice. All right, we do have just a little bit of news here coming in real quick. Let me back off here a little bit with this game. So we are seeing here a pitching change or a pitching announcement, right? We mentioned that maybe Gillespie, I'd mentioned Gillespie here. And yes, we probably will see Gillespie here today. But the starting pitcher is now going to be Cole Sands for Minnesota here today. Cole Sands will get the start for Minnesota likely just an opener. Like we said, Minnesota's having to piece the pitching together a little bit because of the injury to Bailey Obers. So does Cole Sands have a future in the Minnesota Twins rotation? I don't know about that, but uh, uh, right now he does help Minnesota here. He's been with the team already this season. We know Cole Sands. Remember, he's had some big performances already there. Remember, during the big Twins winning streak, he was really doing some nice things there. So Cole Sands will be the starter for the Twins. Okay, Dodgers and Astros here. Framber Valdez on the mound. Hey, check me out over on the Cover the Spread show. I previewed this one, but you have Valdez on the mound here. Underdog against the Dodgers and Shohei Ohtani. Got to figure the Dodgers about $1.50. They're cheaper at some of the sharp books, but 8.5, slightly juiced here to the over. I'll call it 8.5 flat because I see some books are on the under a little bit. But a pretty solid matchup here. Well, we know we'll see. Ohtani went 2 innings last time, so this is what the Dodgers do. Now, yesterday the Dodgers did give up 18 runs. That was like a record. Good to see. Okay, here we go. For Valdez, he's 9-4 with a 2.72 ERA. Astros are 12-5 with Valdez on the mound. He's got a 214 batting average against a 278 BABIP. For Shohei Ohtani here, makes his 4th start, but again, just an opener is really just a glorified opener is what Ohtani is. 2.25 ERA, a whip of 1. So far for Ohtani. He's not mowing them down necessarily, but pretty good matchup here, right? Teams are almost identical right now, and the Astros just exploded last night for that record-setting performance. 18 runs against the Dodgers. Great job. We'll go to the chat here and see what you guys have. Can they do it again? Real Madrid Doze says he's going to take the Dodgers even though the Stros own them. Astros first 5 for cash gain. Tony says Houston first 5 and under. Goops says Stros. Blues on the over. And Andrew says got to go back to the Dodgers maybe here a little bit today. Tony's on first 5 under. SF Niner says Valdez over in his K's. And Terrell says, hey, Houston can do it here against the Dodgers today. I hope they can. I'm taking Houston over the Dodgers. Give me Houston as my underdog here with Valdez on the mound. I think that's just it. You got a very, very solid starter here, obviously, in Framber Valdez. Astros are 12-5 with Valdez on the mound. He's also gone under in 11 of his 17 starts this season. So I'm going to take the Astros in this one. The White Sox are taking on the Rockies. And it was a good game yesterday, you guys, for sure. Come on. Pretty good performance, just entertaining for a 3-2 game or whatever it was. White Sox got the win. Now, I will say this. You see the total there, 11 under 20. And, yeah, you got Jonathan Cannon here coming in, 4.59 ERA, 298 BABIP. He's 2-7. We know. I mean, come on, White Sox are 2-9 with Cannon, whatever. We're playing the Rockies now. And Marquez, 3-9 record, 5.62 ERA, 305 batting average against. Now, here's the thing, right? What do you get when you got 2 bad teams playing in Colorado, and why was it an under yesterday? When you would think, hey, the pitching. Now, maybe yesterday's matchup was a little different with Hauser, who has very good numbers. Senzatella, not so much. Marquez, is he kind of a clone of Senzatella statistically. You could argue that he is. But he is 10-6 to the over this season. But here's what I think. When you get these two deep, you're not going to get an overwhelming amount of offense. You're bound to get games that are more like now 3-2, that may be a bit of an anomaly, I know, for the, playing in Colorado, but am I making a good enough excuse here or a reason to go under? Because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going under for sure. I feel like this is a premium, but maybe I'm just trying to be too cute on a matchup like this. Because, the numbers aren't great on the surface, but we saw it yesterday. Jermaine's got Moniak here to get over in his runs, hits, and errors. He called him Mickey Mosiak. Jermaine's starting to become the king of the nicknames. Tony says Rocky's run line and over, though. Tony's going against me there on that total. Andrews likes the Rockies here, and Cash Kane likes the over. Also, you guys are liking the over. Hey, that's okay. The steam came in on the over, and even though I have it there at 11 over 20, I can get a better. No, it is 11 over. Okay, that's fine, but I'm on the under. I'm on the under for sure in this game. I think it's my premium play, actually. It's a freemium. Here is Dine Legacy says Marlins Snakes run Marlin yards after the catch. Yankees, Snakes run line, White Sox run line. I think that's what that is. Tony says, Ramon, it's time for some runs in Colorado today. All right, Rangers and the Padres. We've seen the move here a little bit, right? For sure but more so just the news that Corbin is going to be starting here today for Texas going up against the Padres. Now, I actually wanted to take Texas originally, but I don't know if I want it with Corbin now, actually. The Padres are down to $1.30 here. Total is an 8 flat. So we've already seen it go down here a little bit in this one. But definitely a little bit of a move here and the pitching change to Corbin here. Corbin's 4-7 of the 4.26 ERA, 1.3 whip for Kolek. He is 3-3. 4-7 to the under so far for Kolek. 3.73 ERA. 1.24 whip coming in. I just want to look yesterday, I know we were on the Padres and the under yesterday. I want to come back on the Padres now. I got to change the Texas pitching too on the graphic. There we go with Corbin now in there. I'm apt to switch. Telling you, I might have been on the Rangers here until they went to the pitching change. I'm not, anti-Corbin Day. I'm not a Corbin Day kind of guy, but I almost feel like I want to make the switcheroo now. Let's see what the chat says here a little bit. That's Terrell. That's exactly right. I mean, it's almost the same for Colorado too. There's just not enough bats, is what it feels like. Okay, Sox for Jermaine there. 9 Legacy Padres money line. Jeff Matthews today. Hello, Jeff. Padres money line and Manny to hit a home run. Blues on the Padres. Merrill to not get a hit today, says SF Niner. Andrews on the Rangers. And the Cubs line has just moved here, says Jermaine. So, all right, I'm on the Padres today. Give me my Padres in this one.
Final.
All right, next up, a couple more here. Matthew says, yeah, Corbin, coming off a heavy workload game. And is he getting moved up a day here to do this, or what's going on? I didn't look into it. I mean, it just happened before the show, so I don't know what the deal was there with that pitching change. Apologize for that. I'm not going to take time out of the show to necessarily look it up. We just got to, we know that Corbin's in here. Okay. Here we go. Let's take a look. Next up, the Giants are at the Athletics. Hey, we nailed this one yesterday. We were on the Athletics over those Giants, but you got Logan Webb here going up against Luis Severino. For Webb, he's got a 2.61 ERA, 7-6 record, 246 batting average against. For Severino here, he's 2-9 with a 5.09 ERA, 1.38 whip coming in. And big favorite here are the Giants at minus $1.75. So the A's took the steam here today for sure, and the total is 9 over. Yeah, 9 over there in this one. But the A's took the steam here in this one today. And hey, maybe the A's are all fired up for this series here against the Giants. I kind of want to grab them again here. It's just Logan Webb can be pretty tough. We know that. So let's go to the chat, see what you have here. We've got Andrews on the Giants, SF Niners on the Giants, and Cash Kane says Giants first 5. Blues on the A's, though. I kind of want to be on the A's here. What's the run line? I know we can get minus 105. Give me the A's here on the run line at home against the Giants. I'll take them. Give me the A's in this one. One more in the major leagues here with, we just saw Towson over Rabakina. Upset there for sure. I can't win them all now as Towson gets the win here and advances at Wimbledon. Also, we're not going to get there with Bencic also in a duel with Cocciaretto here. And man, it's coming down the wire there. Sinner's going to paint Martinez for sure here. Going to be a straight sets win and cover there for Sinner today. And a couple other matches just in the first set and a couple still to come. All right, let's see here. Cash Kane says, do I want to take the Athletics Giants with the wind blowing out? Or I don't know. Nobody's blowing anybody out of that game. I think that's what he's saying. Here's Terrell Rooker hit a home run. Rooker, does he hit a home run every game? Man, Rooker would no hop. Maybe is it a home run parlay? Tony's going to go with me and the A's run line in this one. Yeah, minus $1.05. I got to take him here. Andrew K says go with the Mariners. Jermaine likes Kurtz. Again, he's been riding Kurtz, hasn't he? Over 1.5 runs, hits, and RBIs. Tony says going to take Seattle today in the last game here. Let's get to it. I'm on the A's on the run line there. So we can go to the last game here right now. Pirates take it on the Mariners here. Got to update that total. We already talked about it. Already went down to 7 over. I'll probably just do it as a freebie here and make it my play for the show. I like the under, and it's already gone down to 7. Well, I'm going to call it 7 over 20, but there's some 7.5 unders out there for sure. And Seattle's down here to about $1.70, $1.75 a little bit. The steam came in on Pittsburgh in this one. So it is creating a little bit of a discount maybe here, but let's take a look with these two. You got Burrows here going up against Castillo. For Burrows, 4.15 ERA, 1-2 record and 7 starts, 2.98 the BABIP. Castillo's just 4-5 and 3.55 ERA, 2.48 batting average against. And maybe you could see why the Pirates could be now. Yesterday, nothing special there. Felt like right with the Bucks yesterday. So can you really do it? My play's on the under. I'm just going to take the under here. Kind of want to mess with Pittsburgh again, but they let me down there yesterday on that run line. They kind of laid an egg. Maybe going out west, not the best for Pittsburgh, despite a little bit of a hot streak, obviously, that they were on there a few weeks ago. But you do have a Pittsburgh team here that still won 6 of their last 7 games coming in. They have lost 7 of their last 10 against Seattle. They've also gone 2-7 on the road. So maybe that was just we got hot at home, a real nice little run there. But you got to wonder if for real that send the Pirates out west and maybe it'll calm down there a little bit. All right, I'll take the under in this one. A couple plays from you guys in here. Let's see what you got. Let's see here. Blue might be on the under. Real Madrid Doge here says Minnesota just got steamed, by the way, after that pitching change just moments ago. I don't think it's because of the pitching change, but maybe maybe it'll be a little bit more steady for Minnesota if they got some arms in there. But I don't know. We're already on Tampa. I'm not changing for sure, but right now Tampa's down to $1.15, so 10-cent discount on Tampa if you're liking Tampa. All right, Pirates for cash gain. And Blue says, were the Phillies your premium? I don't know if I've released that yet, just Blue. And let's see here. Braves team total over. I don't know if I'm seeing these right. Andrew knows I'll be ready for the Collins match. That's why we got to get off the air here. All right, give me the under here. We're almost done with the show, you guys. Thank you for joining me here today. And we've got some action here in the WNBA. It's going to be the Sparks and the Fever. In this one, you've got the Sparks here on the road. They are an underdog, of course. The Fever are favored by 5.5. The total here, 162, 162.5 here maybe right now. And look, Sparks on the road here. It was up to 7.5, and then we found out Caitlin Clark was going to be out. I don't know. I'm kind of an expert. I knew Caitlin Clark was going to be out. So what's the big deal? Why would the line go back down like nobody knew that she was still out? Anyway, at 5.5, I don't know. I'm gonna go with the total. I'm gonna go over here in this one. LA's 10-7 to the over so far this season. They've lost 2 straight. Fever have won 3 straight. They've looked pretty good without Clark. Really, here's the funny thing, right? Everybody started to get all cute about it. Say, hey, no Caitlin Clark, so they play better without her. Maybe they do defensively. I don't know if you're gonna say, hey, let's get her out of the lineup or anything crazy like that, but. Hey, until then, maybe we can capitalize a little bit on the Fever and their defensive prowess without her in the lineup. So, I don't know, but for me here, it does feel like Fever kind of heating up a little bit, right? They're only 9-8 here right now, and LA is 5-13. Plum will make you go and go and go, relentless, nonstop. So. Get these totals away from the 170s when you have the Fever and the Sparks in there, and I'm all about it. I'm going to take the over, and this one is my play here on the morning Steam show. See if you're playing the WNBA today. I think Terrell thinks high score as well. Not much from you guys in the WNBA. What is that? Temperature hot, I think, is SF9er. I think is feeling it's hot today. Very warm. Cash gain might be on the under here in the WNBA game. The other game tonight is the good one. The Valkyries are taking on the Lynx. Valkyries have been money, haven't they? And I'm going to take them as my pick here on the show. Kind of want to roll a little bit of premium maybe with them, but I'm going to take them here on the show in the game with the Valkyrie, we should be taking them as a premium as much as we've been riding them here a little bit. but the Lynx did just blow out Washington, kind of a similar team and a couple nights ago. Maybe not similar in the way they play, just in the quality of their record. I mean, Golden State 9-7, 11-5 against the spread. Minnesota's 15-2, and hey, it's a pretty big number here at 9.5. Total 155. I'm going with Golden State. We've made some good money with them for sure. With the Valkyries, I'm going to take them here again today in this matchup, plus 9 points for sure. Shannon likes the over in the Sparks and the Fever. Tony says go over with Minnesota and Golden State. And SF Niner says I got to go with the Valkyries as well here. Blue said Shannon also Valkyries plus some points. Feels like it's pretty popular, right? Kind of almost No, I think they just play too well. Still, the Lynx, here's a Lynx money line and over for Cash Kane. Can parlay him up there maybe. All right. I think that does it for that one. All right. NBA Summer League here. Terrell under in that basketball game. Okay. NBA Summer League today underway. So I'll just cover this real quick. Don't have any graphics just yet. Hey, I've looked at the rosters here. In fact, we were looking at the rosters the other night. Actually, if you think we're crazy, if you join me on the Nuke the House channel, we were going down the rosters a little bit and checking out who we liked. And so we're not flying blind here with these games, but there are 4 games in the NBA Summer League. And I have one pick, and it's in the first game of the NBA Summer League season. Now, this is not the Las Vegas Summer League. In fact, there are 2 leagues going on, 2 tournaments going on here over the first few days here before they come here to Vegas for the big one. But the first game of the day is San Antonio and Miami. And I like Miami -5 as my pick here. We gave them out already at -4 and 4.5 on a few shows, but we'll still ride with them here. And I'm at Miami over San Antonio in NBA Summer League action here today. Also, later on, Lakers and the Warriors today. Also, Grizzlies and Thunder, 76ers and Jazz. The 4 Summer League games. We're doing it. We're in action here, and I might even have some. We might start them in the VIP section for free, but I do pretty well in Summer League, and we may end up moving them to the premiums if we get off to the right start, if you know what I mean. All right, there is one game today in the CFL. It's BC and Montreal. Here in this one, you got the Owls favored by 2.5, and the total here in this one is 49. All right, and I've got BC here in this one getting the wait, is that the right? Is it 2.5? That's a big move.
Steam play.
A little bit of steam. Let me get this one in real quick. Tampa Bay and Minnesota. Steam to the over. We already talked about Minnesota taking the steam. Now it's coming in here on the over between Tampa Bay and Minnesota. Total has gone up here now to 10 under 15. All right. Anyways, for BC and Montreal, no, not now. Too big of a. I'm on BC. I'm on Montreal here, you guys. That's a big move on BC. Give me Montreal here today on the Morning Steve Show. I don't want to sound flaky on that. I didn't realize it's gone from 5 to 2.5. And look, I understand. I mean, you look at the matchup here between the Lions and the Owls today. Alouettes come in 3-1. The Lions are 1-3. But I know Rourke is back in there, but it's tough. Montreal, this is kind of where they specialize. I think it could be difficult on Rourke. And if they don't get any running game, look, I know they can get it to Hatcher, McInnes, and Berryhill. But man, I don't know. I'm going to go with Montreal here in this one. I know everybody's down on Bethel Thompson, but did throw for 203 yards last game. BC can cover these guys. I know that. But with Philpott in there, maybe with Snead, I'm going to take Montreal and lay 2.5 points tonight, okay? Comments are rolling in from you guys. The show's about over. And, man, am I not doing a good job here giving out the plays? Andrew, right? I'm on the over in the Fever game. Thank you, Cash Kane. Good to see you. Real Madrid's or SF Niners on Real Madrid in those games today. Bayern Munich and PSG, Dortmund and Real Madrid. All right. I think that's it for the show, you guys. I really appreciate you. Thank you for joining me. Be back tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern and 6 Pacific with more Morning Steam. I'll have Major League Soccer coverage tonight. Premiums coming your way as well. SF9. I'm saving the soccer there for the maybe for the subscriptions a little bit. SF9er today. Really appreciate it, guys. Thanks, everybody. That's it for the Morning Steam Show. Please join me over at winnable.com/Ramon. Pick up some more free picks from me today. And that's it. All right. For the Sports Money Network, I'm Ramon Scott.
It's time to break one for cover. That's gonna cover. That's gonna cash. Then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice or might play a parlay. It's the Morning Steam. Ramon Scott. Sports money. Wake your ass up and let's get to that.